Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Naif Faisal, and today I will be presenting my co-op training journey at Tina Medics as a part of the IEE 400 co-op training program. So, this presentation will cover my experience, skills gained, and the knowledge I acquired through my 6-month training period. So this is the structure of my presentation. I will begin with an introduction followed by an overview of TNA Medics and then move through the key training areas. I will discuss my experience and technical training, sales, clinical applications, and my specialized training in Germany. And I will then talk about what is intraoperative neuromonitoring before I ending with the summary and my future goals. So, in the introduction, the co-op training provides hands-on industrial experience uh, by bridging the gap between the academic learning and real-world application. Over the 6 months, I trained at Tina Medics, focusing on medical devices maintenance, intraoperative neuromonitoring, and sales. And this experience allowed me to work with advanced medical devices in surgical environments. So, Tina Medics overview. So, Tina Medics is a leading medical solution provided in 2010, established in 2010. The company specialized in importing and distributing medical equipment, consumables, and surgical supplies, and it's exclusive distributor of Inomed neuromonitoring devices in the Middle East. And this is the facilities of Tina Medics, as we can see here. This is the building, and this is the office from inside. So my training was structured into three core areas. The first one is a medical device maintenance, and the second one sales and business development, and the third one was the clinical application in operation room representative. So in the medical device maintenance, I learned how to diagnose and troubleshoot devices issues and perform software updates and ensure the optimal devices functionality. And this is the picture of the BVM that I did in Tina Medics. Moving to the sales business development, I engaged in hospital visits and I learned how about the medical purchasement process. There is two different ways. The first one is NIPCO code tenders for the government hospitals, and the second one is the direct purchasing for private hospitals. And the clinical application operating room representative, I assisted surgeons and OR staff by using intraoperative neuro monitoring devices to keep the patient safe, and I will talk about these in details later. So my training started at June 2024. At the beginning of my training, I focus of understanding the fundamental of intraoperative neuro monitoring technology and clinical applications, and they registered me on a course, online courses from Germany, to learn what is the intraoperative neuro monitoring devices. And I started attending cases in King Abdulaziz Medical City to observe practical application. As we can see here, this is the lecture that I was uh, to take in Inumet, and this is one of the surgeries that I attend in King Abdulaziz Medical City. So in July 2024, I received hands-on training with Inumet devices, focusing on maintenance and troubleshooting, and I learned how to calibrate devices and how I did the PPM for the machine for the devices and the conduct system diagnostic. and I worked with the biomedical engineers to understand the common issues in neuromonitoring and observe real-time device functional during the surgeries. And this is some picture of it. So in August, I moved to the business side of the medical technology. I learned the hospital purchasement process, as I said before, the NIPCO tenders for the government hospital and the direct purchasing for private hospital. And I conducted the first hospital visit to present neuromonitoring solutions. And the final one, I engaged with the biomedical engineers, doctor, and purchasing team to highlight the device benefits and the clinical advantage. So by September, I started to applying my skills independently across all the three training areas. So in this month, I was able to do the BPM and troubleshooting independently. I lead hospitals visits and conduct product presentation with more confidence. I actively assisted in real-time interpretive neuromonitoring during the surgery. In October, a major milestone in my training was attending the specialized training at Inomed headquarters in Freiburg, Germany, and this training covered the advanced troubleshooting technique for neuromonitoring device, optimized neuromonitoring setting for different surgical procedures, software and hardware upgraded to improve the device performance, and working with the element engineers and engaging with international neurophysiologists experts. And finally, alhamdulillah, successfully I completed my certification program in intraoperative neuromonitoring and device maintenance, as we can see here in the pictures. And by the final phase of my training, I had achieved key milestones, including signing a full-time employment contract with Athena Medics. I start to managing surgeries and neuromonitoring procedures independently. I perform preventing maintenance and troubleshooting without any supervision, and I achieved 8,000 100 real in medical devices sales. And we can see here some of the pictures that I took inside the OR. So now let's discuss the technology I worked with, which is interoperative neuromonitoring. So there is a four basic key interoperative neuromonitoring modalities, which is SEP, sensory monitoring, MAP, motor assessment, EMG, the nerve function, EEG, the brain activity. So what is IOM? IOM is interoperative neurophysiological monitoring, which is continuous monitoring to the nerve system during the surgery to prevent the nerve damage. As I said before, I have four modalities, which is the first one is SEP, somatosensory evoked potential, to monitor the sensory pathways by stimulating the peripheral nerve and recording the brain response. The MAP, to evaluate the motor pathways, which is the motor evoked potential, to evaluate the motor pathways through the cortical stimulation and muscles response recording. And the third one is EMG, which is electromyography, which is the monitor the nerves recording muscles electrical activity to assess the motor nerves function. And the final one, electromyography, which is EEG, to track brain activity to detect or oxygenic issues. So in conclusion, my cooperative training at Tina Medics provide a well-rounded experience in device maintenance and clinical application and sales, and I gained hands-on experts in neuromonitoring. I developed my business skills and work alongside healthcare professional in surgical settings. And of course, the specialized training in Innovate headquarter was a major highlight in my career and skills and earning my official certification in intraoperative neuromonitoring devices. And I'm looking forward to aim to expand my expert in neuromonitoring and medical technology and advance my career in surgical support. And I develop further in sales and business development, and I stay updated in advancement in medical technology. And thank you all for your time and attention, and thank you so much.